Next question. So few statements are given for Paley-Wiener theorem. Now this is very critical concept of digital filter design. Okay, so in little bit detail we will discuss this. So just get ready for that. I want your proper full attention for the next 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, let's start with this. Now we know that all ideal filters, one statement I will start, all ideal filters are non-causal. Okay, are non-causal. Non-causal means what? We can't realize them physically. We can't realize them physically. Okay, that can't is most important here, right? So now what to do so that we can realize this type of filters, right? So now it see, if we know h of n is not equal to 0 for n less than 0, then we know that this system is non-causal. This system is non-causal. In this case we can't do, right? But if suppose we know h of omega, we know h of omega, and this h of omega, if it satisfy the Paley-Wiener theorem, then in this case we can choose h of theta. Okay, that is your phase. So if magnitude is given and if magnitude satisfying Paley-Wiener theorem, now we will discuss that, what is the statement of that, and in that case then we can choose phase such that system can be causal. Okay, so whenever we have impulse response given, we can't do anything, but with the help of frequency response, definitely the power is in our hand, right? We can choose the phase such that we can ensure the system is should be causal, and then we will realize it physically. Okay, we will design the filter physically. So from here, what you understand now, two key points about causal system. Okay, from here we learn two key points. First, obviously, your h of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0 means what? What is causal system? First of all, those who don't know, the output depends on present and past input only. Present and past input only, right? That system is called causal. And if it depends on future, then we call it non-causal. So simple definition we learn, right? And second key point, what we learn, that causality depends on both magnitude and phase. So that is the thing. Okay, so this we are using basically with the help of Paley-Wiener theorem to realize filters. Okay, so I hope you know now that why we are using this filter. Okay, and the basic principle as per your causality. Okay, now see, let's come to statement now. The Paley-Wiener theorem states that if h of n is equal to 0, okay, now this condition should get satisfied. What I told you, that this h of omega should satisfy Paley-Wiener theorem. So there are two conditions. So first we will discuss in detail, and in last I will give you summary so that directly you can recall in your exam hall. Okay. Okay. So what is the first statement? Finite energy and h of n equals 0 means causal. Then the integral logarithm of h of omega d omega should be less than infinite. Okay, where h of omega is the Fourier transform of h of n. Obviously, impulse response, frequency response, right? So first condition here, what is given, that h of omega, not only h of omega, but logarithm of h of omega should be integrable, means less than infinity. Okay, this value should not be infinity or minus infinity. First condition, right? First condition. So this is the true statement about Paley-Wiener theorem. Okay, so if my frequency response follow the first condition, then yes, we are on the way to make our system causal. Okay. Second, according to Paley-Wiener theorem, the magnitude function h of omega can be 0 at some frequencies, but it cannot be 0 over a finite band of frequencies. Okay. Now see, for some filter or for majority of filter, what is the case? My frequency response, okay, magnitude of frequency response is 1 and it's 0. Okay. Now it is 1 for pass band and 0 for over a band, right? Now if I take logarithm of h of omega, then I will get minus infinity, right? So this is infinity only, minus infinity or infinity, whatever. Okay, but as per Paley-Wiener theorem, it should not exceed infinity, it should be less than infinity. Okay, and energy also finite. What is the meaning of energy finite? First of all, so summation h of n square should be finite, right? Basic energy definition. So here condition fails now. That's why it is telling that the magnitude function h of omega can be 0 at some frequencies, but it cannot be 0 over any finite band. Okay, so over a band it should not be 0. Okay, so h of omega should not be 0. So if these two conditions get satisfied, then in that case we can choose phase. Okay, and what is the phase? So h of omega is equals to magnitude of h of omega into e raised to j theta omega. So we can choose this thing, phase. Okay, and the choice of this phase becomes resulting system causal. Because of this choice, okay, the resulting system will become causal, right? So again, summary is what? That h of omega should not be equal to 0 over any band. Okay, the first statement. And second statement, the magnitude, logarithm of magnitude should be finite. Okay, that is, it is integrable, absolutely integrable, right? So in your short notes, you can write like this, that logarithm of magnitude of h of omega should be less than infinity. This is the first statement. And second, your h of omega, okay, should not be 0 over a band. For sub frequencies, it is fine. Okay, but over a band, it should not be 0. But it cannot be 0. So second statement is the correct. Okay, the answer for this question will be C, both 1 and 2. But main thing is that this two statement you will always use whenever filter design is there. Okay, the answer is C.